Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I just want to start out this video by saying thank you so much to each and every one of you who have subscribed and who watch my videos. Y'all are the reason that I can do this channel. I'm not super comfortable with all the YouTube things yet, but I'm learning along the way. And if it wasn't for y'all watching the videos, I would have no reason to be doing this. So I appreciate each and every one of you. In today's video, we're going to be making London broil, and this is a very, very easy recipe from my e-cookbook, Big Easy Keto, available on thatketolady.com. Now, outside of the video tonight, I'm also going to be making loaded cauli mash and a side salad, which are also in the cookbook. But my main focus for this one is to do the London broil. I'll do the loaded cauli mash and the side salad and the ranch dressing and all that good stuff maybe in some later videos. So with all that being said, let's get cooking. I want to go over the ingredients that you're going to need to make the London broil. So if you'll look here, you'll see in a gallon-sized Ziploc bag, I have my London broil. I buy these in the 2-pack from Sam's. I find that's the most affordable way, and I just, put them in individual bags, pop them in the freezer, so whenever I need one, I have them on hand. We're going to need onion, bell pepper. I'm using liquid aminos today, but you could use soy sauce. You're going to need some oil. I'm choosing avocado, salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, Tony's, and minced garlic. We'll also need just a couple of tablespoons of water. I'll show you at what point we're going to add that in the recipe, but super easy ingredients. They do sell London broil even at Walmart, so Sam's is definitely not the only place you can find it. At all of the grocery stores, at least in Southeast Louisiana, there is a London broil option available. Maybe not a 2-pack, but you still get the idea. Let's get this recipe underway. It's gonna go by really quickly. My London broil on the chopping board. I'm going to season this top side of it. This London broil is about 2 pounds, and I'm going to go ahead and put my seasoning on this side because when I transfer it over into the skillet, I want to put that seasoning side down, and then I'll season the opposite side. I'm gonna let this hang out for just a few minutes while I get my cast iron skillet out and put the oil in there, heat it up, and then start on cooking down the chopped seasonings. In my cast iron skillet, I have my fire just above a medium, but not quite medium high. I don't want my oil to start scorching or anything. I have some avocado oil. I'm gonna let that heat up for just a minute. They're just about done. You can see that the onions are getting really a nice caramelization to them, and my bell pepper is getting tender. I'm gonna let it cook for just a few more minutes, and then I'm gonna add in the London broil. Now that the seasonings are nice and tender, I make a spot in the pan for the London broil to go, and then I just push these to the side. I have the seasoned side, and it's gonna go face down like that. Now that I have my exposed or unseasoned side up, I'm going to put the seasonings on this side, the naked side. I like for the London broil to be like a medium rare. So I'm gonna let it cook for 7 minutes on this side, flip it, and cook it for 7 minutes on the other side, and then it is finished. Okay, we've been cooking for a little while now. I'm gonna flip it over. Look at that deliciousness. You will want to mix your seasonings up occasionally. If you think they're getting too done, you can always take them out of the pan. It's just up to you, whatever you want to do. Mine still look okay at this point. Okay, now that I've flipped it, I'm gonna add 3 tablespoons of water. We are at 7 minutes on each side. I'm gonna take it out of the skillet so it will stop cooking, and I'm gonna leave it on a board just to rest for a few minutes before I slice it up. You can see in our pan we have all of this delicious seasoning. I like to kind of top the London broil with that after I plate it up. But I want to offer this little bit of advice. If you wanted to make a gravy out of this, you could. You could just add a little bit of beef broth or even just water and a sprinkle of guar gum or xanthan gum, and it would make a delicious gravy. I might do that just to show you. I'm going to show you how to make a gravy out of this. This is just lanyap. So I have all of my seasonings cooked down really well. I have about 1/2 cup of water, and I'm just going to pour it in, and I'm going to kind of scrape the bottom. Okay, I need a little bit more, so I did another 1/2 cup of water. This is guar gum. You can also use xanthan gum if you can't find this. The reason I prefer guar gum is because it's about half the strength of xanthan gum. You only need a little bit. I'm gonna add a tiny bit more, but you don't want to go too much. You just want a tiny, tiny bit. There you have a beautiful brown gravy with all those delicious seasonings in it. You absolutely don't need a lot of that guar gum or xanthan gum. I just want to reiterate that because it can take this to be in a nice texture, to be in jello in no time at all. Before I start cutting it, I just want to give you a close-up shot of the beautiful crispy pieces that are on here and the juiciness of the meat. You just don't want to overcook it because you want it to be, you know, flavorful and juicy, and it's so easy to make. If you want your meat to be done more than this, you can always cook it a little longer. Now, I like my meat just on that side of mooing on the plate, but you could always take this if you wanted to cook it a little longer, do longer than 7 minutes on each side, or you could actually put it back into the pan of gravy and cook it a little bit more. You just don't want to overcook it because dry meat is not as good as, you know, when you have all this juice happening. So I'll show you how to do some of it like that, and then I'll plate up the rest. I'm calling that done because I don't want to overcook it. It is beautiful. It is juicy. Oh, look at it. My son just came in here and said, "That looks delicious." Well, of course it does. Of course it does. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you haven't subscribed and hit the notification bell, I would love it if you do that. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for subscribing to my channel and following along on this wonderful cooking journey that I'm on. I appreciate you. And if you haven't checked out my e-cookbook, Big Easy Keto, it is on datketolady.com. I will link it below, and I'll see y'all on the next video.